Officer Hulk.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Lou Ferrigno becomes Irving's first honorary police officer. Here with the Incredible Hulk actor is telling us about it. Cemetery support.
It's just unbelievable. But it's unbelievable joy.
See the volunteer effort to restore a historic cemetery. The final resting place for some slaves is getting cleaned up. Pre-playtime, inspection time.
A lot of people don't really understand or know that we do anything like this.
Meet the team checking playgrounds throughout the city to help keep kids safe. Plus progress toward this signature bridge, and bald on the beat. Why a police officer just got his head shaved. Now on City Source. Irving firefighters show how pink pays off with a big donation for charity. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up. But we begin with the new efforts to restore a historic cemetery. Over the years, we have visited Shelton's Bear Creek Cemetery to see efforts to get it cleaned up. This latest one is designed to be more long-lasting. As Susan Kamyab reports, it's supported by a corporate commitment.
Traditional African percussion starts the day at a place where the drumbeat of time has not been so kind.
Welcome to Shelton's Bear Creek Cemetery.
This cemetery, the final resting place of about 200 slaves, is finally getting the respect it deserves.
Today is a manner of justice for these people.
I believe today is a very important day to come as a community to clean up the Shelton Bear Creek Community Historical Cemetery.
Though many members of the community have done their best to maintain the cemetery along Highway 161, it was still in need of serious care. That's why FedEx decided to step in and help.
FedEx wanted to adopt it so that we can maintain the integrity of the cemetery.
And they're going to work together with us to preserve it and maintain it for years to come.
We're so fortunate, while the community has spent a lot of time working on this over the years, to have a major sponsor like FedEx come in and commit the time and the energy.
This is just the first day of cleanup, and volunteers are hard at work.
It makes me feel good, feel like we're doing something special for the community.
I've got some trimming to do. I can see there's a few stumps that need to come out and a few little branches that need to be pulled back so people don't get poked as they walk through. So I'll do a little trimming and a little raking.
FedEx plans to come each quarter to assist with other volunteers in restoring the grounds.
Add seating eventually, and we have a business at volunteer lighting.
All these stumps will be gone, and we can get a lawnmower in here. We can mark the graves in a more appropriate way. We can clean some of the tombstones.
Though this initiative is important to the community,
it's just unbelievable. But it's unbelievable joy.
It means so much. And to know that it's right here in Irving strong.
It's especially meaningful for Jamie Simon, the great-grandson of the man who formerly owned the burial ground, Minnie Shelton.
It's mean a lot to me because it takes a little pressure off of me from cleaning, and then it shows that a lot of people do care. But I hope it'll be able to get some new headstone put in the cemetery, nice grass growing where people can come and visit and learn something about the history.
For the generations to come, they need to be able to walk this ground and look at the dates and be able to identify with not only the black community of Bear Creek's history, but also their own.
My hope for this area is just to make sure it stays clean and more people come out and to acknowledge the history of this cemetery.
As the cleanup of Shelton's Bear Creek Cemetery continues, the community is able to reflect on the past and see the progress of today. Susan Kamyab for City Source.
In our ongoing series on infrastructure, TxDOT is moving forward on a partnership with the City of Irving to build a signature bridge across State Highway 114 near the former Texas Stadium site. This is what the bridge is expected to look like when it's complete. To prepare for the construction, TxDOT closed the State Highway 114 eastbound frontage road from Loop 12 to Spur 482. Also closing the exit from eastbound State Highway 114 to westbound State Highway 183. Detour signs are posted in the area to help guide drivers around. The closures are expected to last until the bridge is complete. That is expected to take about a year. TxDOT says the $40 million bridge project involves state, federal, and city funds. In other infrastructure news, springtime is always a popular time to visit Irving parks. The city has a team helping to make sure they are safe for visitors. We went along as they checked some of the equipment for safety.
We have to be very thorough.
In this park, fun can be serious business.
A lot of people don't really understand or know that we do anything like this.
Irving's Parks and Rec Department inspects all playgrounds in the city every month.
Make sure everything's safe.
We are somewhere around 16 inches of depth.
On this day, the team is at Cottonwood Creek Park. This playground is only a few years old, but problems can come up any time, sometimes caused by weather, rough play, or even vandalism. A visual inspection can tell them a lot.
He's testing everything that moves. He's looking at gaps, he's looking for loose bolts, anything that kind of stands out as a visual.
I am touching everything. I've got hands on everything. So when I'm walking through here, I'm grabbing and tugging and pushing and shaking to make sure there's no loose components or crack components.
They can make a lot of repairs on the spot.
Perfect.
Some parts of the playground take closer inspection. For that, they have special plastic templates that represent body parts that could get stuck.
This is a torso template, and it's geared for the smallest 5-year-old.
Using the plastic, they find a spot where a child could get wedged.
We're testing for a feet-first entrance into an entrapment.
Because it goes through, they can tell there is a problem and find a piece of metal is loose.
Just by looking at it, you wouldn't be able to tell that anything was wrong with it.
They quickly make it right and test it again.
So we're all good.
These men are part of the Irving Parks Department's infrastructure and safety team. Among its members, 3 certified playground inspectors. They can tell you the rules.
Per the guidelines, you don't want anything that's got more than 25% wear.
And they also know the science of why all of this is important.
Anthropometrics, which is the study of the growth of a human.
So if a swing is too close to the ground, more children are likely to get hurt.
23.5, so we're compliant there. It's not too low.
Even with as much as they do, their knowledge and work is no replacement for proper supervision of children. And here's another way to be involved. All equipment is labeled with a number. Spot a problem, and you can call it in.
We try to stay on top of any kind of issues that may occur.
Meanwhile, the team's continued checks in this park reveal a worn-out swing with metal exposed.
Got this metal plying in there that can sharp and can cut somebody.
Along with addressing those safety concerns, this team also keeps records on the repairs made and overall conditions. Those records can help guide city leaders as they make decisions. A playground with a lot of repairs?
Maybe that one goes up on the priority replacement list.
With about 60 parks in Irving, it can be a big job, but this team is happy to make a difference.
Makes me feel proud, and I can go home at night knowing that the kids are safe.
We take this very seriously. It's for the safety of the children.
And that team is also responsible for checking other things across the park system, everything from park benches to fitness equipment. Infrastructure projects and other city initiatives will be discussed at the next town hall meeting. It will be April 16th at Lee Park Recreation Center starting at 6:30 p.m. Everyone is invited. More new restaurants are opening at the Toyota Music Factory, an entertainment and dining destination owned by the city of Irving. The newest restaurants are part of Big Beat Dallas. Texas Jam House is open 24 hours and features a lot of Southern fare. Highway 61 South draws inspiration from classic blues clubs.
It feels really good just to see how much hard work we've put into it, everything that's been going on. It's been night and day, a lot of long nights getting everything ready to go, but just to see it kind of come to what it is now, it's been very refreshing and it's very exciting.
The grand opening for all of the venues at Big Beat Dallas and the Texas Lottery Plaza is March 29th. When we stopped by a few days ago, we saw crews putting together some of the final pieces of the plaza. In addition to hosting live music, it will be the place for ranchers markets in the morning. There are a lot of events over the 5-day grand opening of Big Beat, and they span all day parts. Here are just a few of them. On Thursday, March 29th, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., Lunch Hour brings live music to the plaza. At 5 p.m., it's an event called the World's Largest Social Hour. At 9 p.m., country and rock band The Texas Gentlemen will perform. And at 11 p.m., it's a late night party with DJ spinning until 2 a.m. I'll be out there covering a lot of this. Find the full packed schedule of weekend events at bigbeatdallas.com. And there is still more to come elsewhere in the Music Factory. Alamo Drafthouse Cinema is expected to open in April. And the final main venues, Kitchen 101 and Violet Room, are slated to open this summer. Here's an idea of what they will look like. More from the Music Factory in a few minutes as a police officer gets his head shaved there for a good cause. Meanwhile, other police departments might be green with envy after this next story. That's because a celebrity known for being a strong hero is now on the force, at least in an honorary sense. Take a look. He's best known as the Incredible Hulk. But on this day, Lou Ferrigno is about to become Irving's first honorary police officer.
How are you? We've never sworn in an honorary police officer before. To have the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, be our first, I think sets the bar pretty high. Raise your right hand, repeat after me.
He took the oath in front of the kids of Irving's Police Athletic League. The Hulk was a hero of a generation. Yeah, have you seen him on TV?
My dad has.
Kind of take you back?
Yes, back to my childhood.
We all wanted to be that strong. We all wanted to have that kind of power. The anger issues, probably weren't the best, but it was a great TV show and a lot of fun. Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno.
Ferrigno reached out to the Irving Police Department in advance of his visit to the region. He studied law enforcement and served as a volunteer deputy in California. To become an honorary officer in Irving, Chief Spivey told him he had to take on the department's commitment to community outreach.
His giving back in order to earn that badge is talking to these kids at the Police Athletic League.
Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So with the oath complete, Ferrigno shares messages from his life experience. He warns against drugs and bullying.
As a kid, I was bullied, and I was afraid to talk about it.
He answers questions from the kids. One asked about his time playing the Hulk.
I love the character. I used to read all these Hulk comics when I was a kid. I should have saved it because if I had all these original comics, I could buy Irving.
Ferrigno also explained how fitness has benefited his career and life.
So if you're involved in boxing, fitness, dancing, embrace it.
Irving police hope the impact extends beyond the positive messages Lou Ferrigno shared here today. They want to draw attention to PAL's ongoing programs and the opportunities for growth.
I want to expand our outreach into the community through our Police Athletic League. I can't do that in this building. We're busting at the seams.
So the police department is working to raise money to renovate this old National Guard Armory building on North O'Connor Road.
We have a really unique opportunity, thanks to the Texas Attorney General seizing some funds from a fraudulent company. We need to raise $202,000 in matching funds in order for the state to give us the $202,000 that they seized.
That's the target. But for now, through PAL's programs, including archery, fitness, and more, police know they are already making an impact here in their original home on Rock Island Road, and they appreciate this new star support. What do you think of programs like this, the Police Athletic League, that instills values of athletics?
It's great because I think it teaches you integrity, good moral, and respect for yourself. This is the place they can read and they can feel like they don't have to deal with drugs and rejection.
How you guys doing?
Along with this added attention to PAL, people are taking the time to simply be fans and snap some pictures with Lou Ferrigno.
Meeting one of your childhood idols is always an amazing experience.
Irving police officer Michael Rios is also an artist. He asked Ferrigno to sign his painting of the Hulk.
It's all spray paint. I use a lot of tape, and then I draw it out, cut it out, just layers and layers of paint.
Beyond getting his painting signed, Rios hopes Ferrigno's visit creates a lasting impression.
They always look up to TV stars and movie stars, and to have him here in our gym talking to our kids is a great experience.
And the man who played a hero on TV wants these kids to know they have heroes all around them here in their hometown.
It's important they have that positive reinforcement. I'm very happy to see that.
It's good to meet him, and you saw a little of the Police Athletic League's archery program in that story. Here's a little more information on that. Classes are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 until 6:30 p.m. at PAL on Rock Island Road. The sessions are open to young people aged 10 to 18, and they are free. See more of this video at the end of today's show. A reminder, you can catch up on any police stories you may have missed. Look for the Irving Police playlist at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Meanwhile, DART police say its system is safer after the installation of new cameras on buses, trains, and platforms. DART officers are also asking for passengers' help in reporting what they see. A new app is available for free in app stores. It allows passengers to report safety concerns and send photos and videos. Along with that, the app provides safety alerts and can provide your location to DART police should you need help. Find more at dart.org/DART-say-something. A note of special interest for mass transit users in the Las Colinas Urban Center. Crews are adding a new station to the Las Colinas APT, or People Mover as some call it, at the new Water Street development. The construction work means that the entire APT system is out of commission for now. DART shuttle buses are running instead. The Route 503 buses serve the Las Colinas Urban Center station and run in a counterclockwise loop in the area. The APT is expected to be operational again in early April. We have the list of the candidates running for City Council in the May election. First, the uncontested races. In Place 4, which is a single-member district, the incumbent, Phil Riddle, is running unopposed. Place 8 is at large, meaning candidates may reside anywhere in Irving. The incumbent, David Palmer, is unopposed. Place 6 is a single-member district. The incumbent, Brad Lamorges, is not seeking re-election. Here are the candidates in the order they will appear on the ballot. That order is determined by drawing. Cheyenne Alahi is an attorney. Albert Zapanta is a president and CEO. Now here are the dates to keep in mind. Election Day is May 5th. Early voting will run April 23rd through May 1st. The City Secretary's office can answer election questions. That number is 972-721-2493. We head back to the Toyota Music Factory now for the first of 2 stories of how emergency responders are helping the community. One police officer made a bold and bald move to mark St. Baldrick's Day.
We are at the Thirsty Lion Gastropub and Grill at the Toyota Music Factory, and we are hosting a head shaving event here today in benefit of the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Thirsty Lion reached out and asked if we had volunteers from the police department who would help raise money for St. Baldrick's.
It took about 30 seconds for me to hit the reply button, and I stepped up. I think the nervousness has actually gone away. I'm actually really excited about it. I got approval from the wife, so that was step 1. Oh my God, I've seen a whole lot of gray falling. It was well worth it. It's a great opportunity.
People think of police officers protect and serve. This is just another way that we're serving the community, and we're serving by raising funds for this charity to help kids with cancer.
So along with Officer Hubbard, about half dozen others got their heads shaved. Why did you want to get involved?
It's just a great opportunity to contribute to a cause that's greater than me.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I work in a pediatric ICU, and I see the kids with cancer there, so that's what made me want to get involved.
How does it feel right now?
It feels amazing. I was a little shocked when I first touched it, and then just you feel that there's no hair.
Now, are we going to see you in the chair next year?
You are not. You know, I put my picture out there in social media when I had the long hair working undercover. Having that cut off was about as courageous as I could be.
Sticky!
We're happy that we were able to generate a lot of money. I was able to reach my goal.
Thirsty Lion has been involved with St. Baldrick's for about 6 years now, and they host these head shaving events, and they've raised about $230,000 over the past 6 years, so this is really great to add another location onto that.
Yeah, that was a fun one to cover, and we're happy to pass along that Officer Hubbard raised more than $1,200 for childhood cancer research. And a reminder that you can catch up on all of our stories from the Music Factory. Look for our playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. From the green of St. Patrick's and St. Baldrick's, we now think pink. Irving firefighters raised a lot of money back in October to help fight breast cancer. Then just recently, they presented what they collected.
We're making a donation from the Irving Cares Enough to Wear Pink initiative that we did back in October. The partnership with the Irving Fire Department and our Citizens Fire Academy Alumni Association. We were able to sell pink t-shirts.
So we're getting $23,000 today to help provide uninsured women with mammograms over at Baylor Scott and White Medical Center Irving. And we are so grateful.
For that $23,000, that's up to 1,000 mammograms. So a lot of these women don't get the care that they need.
Our chief allowed us to wear the pink t-shirts on duty to raise awareness just in the community. People see us in a pink t-shirt and they go, hey, I love that, what is that? And it gives us a chance to talk about it with the community. And then we also got a chance to go, if you want one, we can get you one.
They are philanthropists because they are showing that great kindness, that compassion toward the people in our community who need it the most.
And we can save lives through that.
We work every day to serve the citizens here in the city. This is something that we can tack onto that. It's another way for us to serve the citizens.
It just reinforces the fact that it's such a great community to live and work in.
And here is another way people are giving back, and you can also get involved. Keep Irving Beautiful will be hosting the Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off Great American Cleanup on Saturday, April 7th. This is video from last year's event. This year, it will again be held at Trinity View Park from 9 a.m. until noon. Registration is available at cityofirving.org/KIB. Groups and individuals are welcome. KIB provides supplies and lunch. A lot of teens will soon be looking for summer jobs. The City of Irving has a way to help them find ideas. The Parks Department and its partners are hosting a teen job fair on Friday, April 27th, starting at 2 p.m. at Lively Point Youth Center. In addition to summer jobs, information on internships will also be available. And with that, it's time for our Pets of the Week. Here's Brett at the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone, I'm Brett Wheeler, this is Michael Whiteside, and you're watching Pets of the Week. And right now, Michael, we have Ruby. Tell me a little about Ruby.
Yeah, this is Ruby. She's really a sweet girl. She's about 3 years old, and she is actually the dog that has been with us the longest now. She's been with us a little over a year. I believe she came into the city shelter first as a stray, and then we rescued her to our side, and she's been with us since then and getting lots of love and attention. She tends to not present too well in her kennel, which I think is why a lot of people overlook her. She's still young, she does love to play, but she's super sweet. She was giving you kisses, I think, before we started filming, and she's just really a friendly girl.
All right, Michael, the big dog train keeps rolling, and here we have Olivia. Tell me about Olivia.
Olivia is actually fairly new to our shelter. She's about a year old, and we have her listed as a shepherd cattle dog mix. She's definitely got some cattle dog instincts, but she's super smart. She's still fairly much a puppy, but she's active. She knows lots of commands. She knows sit and down and shake.
Does she interact well with other dogs?
Yes, she actually shared a kennel with another dog, and so she's used to being with other dogs, and she gets along fine with them.
Okay, Michael, now we have a dog who's as sweet as her name. We have Brownie. Tell me a little about Brownie.
This is Brownie. She is about 3 years old. She was an owner surrender to the City of Irving as well. And she's actually the dog that shared the kennel with Olivia that we just showed. So we know she's good around other dogs. According to her owners, she did live with 2 cats, so she should be good with cats. According to her owners, knows commands like sit and lay down and shake. She's fairly new to the shelter as well.
She's very much an explorer, and definitely I think a family would suit her that's very active, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I think she'd be a great dog to take out on walks, walking trails, running, going out to the lake, that kind of thing. I mean, she's a lab pit mix. She's got this gorgeous kind of diluted brindle coloring, and she's just a really sweet girl. She just wants to see what all is going on and check everything out.
Obviously, she's a very beautiful dog, and people will also get a chance to come meet her at one of my favorite events that are coming up, Pet Palooza. Tell me a little about Pet Palooza and what people can expect who've never been out there.
Brownie may already have a home by then, but that's okay. It's going to be Saturday, April 7th from 10 to 2. And we have quite a few vendors lined up to come out. They'll have some pet-friendly products or pet-friendly businesses. We also have a DJ this year that's going to play hits from the 80s till today. He may even throw in like a cha-cha slide for those that are into some of those line dance things. And then we're really excited. We're going to have a food truck out here that's called The Dog House, perfectly named. And they feature gourmet hot dogs, and it's free admission. Adoptions that day will be $5 for every animal that's available in the shelter. So we usually have a pretty good crowd out, and we're looking to make it just as big this year.
Like I said, it's one of my favorite events, so be sure to check out for Pet Palooza coming up. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett. Some good animals and some good events to preview. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen. We are back at the Toyota Music Factory next time on City Source. Big Beat Dallas is celebrating its grand opening, and we are going to be out there for all of the music and fun. Should be a lot to see and hear. And the City of Irving is looking for lifeguards this summer. Hear why some current lifeguards say it is the perfect job for them. All that and more next time. Remember, you can always email us to let us know what you think. Our address is ictn@cityofirving.org. You can also find us at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications and be among the first to see our videos. Also, give us some likes while you're there. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more of the Police Athletic League's archery programs. Thanks to everyone who is a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.